How you doing?
Good. How are you doing? We're back.
Best halftime show ever.
I really loved it. I thought it was.
I was just like, yeah, the whole time. I loved it.
I
And the
thought it was really
same,
good.
I loved it. I thought it was so cool. The music was good. The set was good. The imagery was good. The message at the end was beautiful. The whole thing was fucking fantastic. And it was the same people that say every fucking year that it was the worst Super Bowl. It's like, worst halftime show ever. I'm like, those are the same people that say every time. And I mean, it doesn't really matter that it was in Spanish or not because they said they couldn't understand it last year when Kendrick Lamar was rapping in English. So
And what's like, there's always a generation. It's just, and their parents, the ones complaining, their own parents are the ones that were like thinking Elvis was too obscene or, dance too provocatively and saying
But
about,
I don't
it's
even know if
like,
it is a generational thing. I don't know if it's a generational thing because the same number of people that there's all ages are like, I really enjoyed that. And then there's a whole cross section of people like,
I think they're
it's
angry
not.
by principle because of what's been instilled in them.
But I don't think it was political, really. Like, I mean, it was
Well, it
like, I mean, it didn't have to be. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It was, I thought it was a beautiful message.
Culture wars at its worst. Like, that's what was happening with that clash of, like,
I don't even think that
aggressive
that's what it is.
ignorance
I
that's
just
been
think that some people
monetized.
want to say, yeah. I mean, rage bait, you were talking about this, like, rage bait has become like everybody's form of like media now. Like, it's anything that is normal or in the middle or even tempered or makes sense doesn't get the clicks. And so, in order to generate likes and money, people have to cause sensationalism. And the
A little bit of
easiest way to do
chaos.
that is for people to react with rage, right? So, yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the reactionary stuff. But I didn't get that. I did not think that any of Bad Bunny's performance was in any way rage baiting. Like, I didn't think it
No.
was at all. I didn't think it, I just
No,
thought it
I
was
think
really, yeah,
it is
I
what it
don't,
is.
if
I liked it.
everybody wanted to watch, if everybody that wanted to watch the other one watch the other one and yay for you, you know? And I
Yeah.
did. I saw some people that they didn't watch the Super Bowl halftime show. They watched the
Mhm,
other one and they said that they loved it. And well,
mhm.
big ups for you. That's fine. So whatever. But
Yeah.
it just makes me laugh that there's a lot of people and
It
it's
is the
always the
same people
same.
every year.
It's the same. It was the worst halftime show ever. Worst. I didn't like it. Ugh.
I couldn't understand anything they were saying.
But they said the same thing last year. It was in English. Yeah, and then there was someone who was like, there was no white people. I'm like, Gaga. Was
She
there's your
looked
token
so
white
good,
person.
though.
She did a fantastic job. She was great. Yeah.
Jody, come here, baby. Jody.
And Ricky Martin, oh my
Oh
God,
my god.
he looks so good. I was like, oh my
He
God,
sounded great.
he sounded amazing. But I was like, oh my God, he got more gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Like, I didn't actually think maybe he was always good looking and had that very Ken doll thing about him, right?
Mhm.
But that was not necessarily like, it's not necessarily what I go for. But now that I think he's a little bit older, I'm like, no, he's really attractive.
But I think he's kind of grown into his own too, because what we were presented
Well,
with was
he was
kind of a
pretending to not
forced.
be gay, right?
Yeah. And now that
Yeah,
he's out, he's just, like, full on super hot.
really good. Yeah, and he did. He sounded fantastic. I liked everything about that show, except I got excited when I saw Cardi, and I was like, oh, maybe they're gonna do it. And then I was like, actually, that song that they did together was really explicit, so
Yeah, that's
probably
true.
not Super Bowl material.
Yeah, it was
But I was
great, and
just
I
happy to
really
see her.
liked how the Bushes were people.
Yeah,
That was brilliant.
yeah.
What did Corey have to say about it? 'Cause he's worked a lot of these. kind of
He said
event.
he liked it, and then he posted I saw he posted that it was like it was the really great Super Bowl. We really liked the halftime show or best halftime show ever. But, he said something. He was like, "Oh, the grass is gonna be blocking the people who are actually in the stands, like, on the lower
Mhm,
levels watching it." But then when I saw a video of people sitting in those lower levels filming their own stuff, it didn't look like it
mhm.
was blocked. But I think maybe if you're at that bottom level, that layer of people right behind the grass, that if they weren't up elevated, you might have missed a little, but there was other
Yeah,
stuff going on around the outside that the cameras didn't see, so
I thought
yeah.
it was great. "Hey, baby, you trying to come say hi? Come here, come here, come here." Girl, she's just gonna poke her nose in.
Hi.
Okay.
How's Jody going?
She's doing so good. She's so well trained. We've been
Mhm.
doing all the things, right, baby? Say hi. I'm a little disappointed in how few people are scared of her.
Well, yeah, the our aunt.
Aren't.
Aunt?
They are not
I mean,
afraid of her. They're like,
well,
"Oh, is that the one that won the show?" I'm like, "No, she'll kill you." Like, she's not
she
cute, get
doesn't look
away.
very mean. She
Well,
doesn't
come
look scary.
on.
She doesn't. She's very pretty.
She is very
You
pretty,
wanted a scary dog?
and
Yeah.
she's a rescue. But wait, my turn. Gotta wait till anyways, how are things coming along with your cat?
Oh, he's a demon. He's fine. He's good. I can't like I've got scratches on 90% of my body. But I'm he's good. I can't bring him in here. He won't behave himself. He'll tear shit to pieces. But that's what sphinxes are like. And then my house arrived.
So, you have the cutest sneeze.
My house arrived in two pieces. It's still got to be put together. That was exciting. We lived down like a sand road, so it was it's distressing. I was scared that something really bad's
Just
gonna happen.
stressing, straight
It
up
is.
stressing over it.
No, but everything I'm really happy about it. Focus! It's so hard for me to focus if you're not gonna focus. Where'd she go?
I was getting
Your weed pen!
no, I was getting Stevie out and my chapstick.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, no, my house is delivered. It hasn't been put together yet. It's still gonna be a couple of weeks before I can live in it. Um, we've got, like a feature week next week with Opal and Go-Go at the club. Yeah. And then next month is Ginger Wolf, who, everybody liked her. She came to the Night Moves show. She was one of the performers, and she has, like, a magic show that she does, which
Oh,
is really cool. So, yeah, we talked
oh
about that.
yeah.
So she's gonna be
She
back
I
in
remember
Tampa,
her
so
being really, really good on pole.
yeah, she's pretty polished. Like, even when I first met her, she was a newcomer,
Mhm.
and, yeah, she had all her shit together. She's a good performer. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's really nice too.
that'll be cool. Snaps for Ginger Wolf.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on that level. We had Gasparilla. Did I tell you about that? It was, like, the
Uh,
busiest night of the whole year. It was very busy.
how cold did it get?
It got so cold, but it didn't snow. They said that it was gonna snow, it didn't snow. Yeah, but people didn't care. I thought that it was gonna be really bad. People did not give a fuck. They wanna be
Did
pirates.
it?
Yeah. No, it was good. We were, like, wall to wall. It was yeah, it was impressive. So, a regular from, the Tampa clubs who I've seen around for, like, the last 3 or 4 years, he
Mhm.
came into Mons the other night and was, like wanted to ask about the takeover, and he was like, "Oh, so, you know, what happened with the takeover?" I'm like, "I guess Joe just kinda had enough." Yeah, the owner of Mons, and, um, everybody gets to that point eventually. And he was he was like, well, you know, back in 2007, Mons Venus was the best. It couldn't be beat. It was the best club ever. But, you know, Odyssey really took it over. Like, really, like these days, like
Mhm.
Odyssey is best. And it really, you know, it beat Mons hands down. And then he was like, oh, does your husband still run across the street? And I was like, I'm not married to Todd. That's not my husband. That's my boss. And he was like, oh, well, how did you get the job then? I was like, you have a great night. That's so good to see you. Yeah,
Jesus
so
fucking Christ. What the
it's
fuck?
it's just it is what it is.
Alright. Fuck him. No offense, Todd. You're cool.
No offense to Todd, but not it was like so, and it was not even being mean. He was being genuinely confused. Like I was like,
What's the most give me some shocking things that people have said to you, customers.
no, you give me some
No,
shocking
no.
things.
Okay, regulars? No, I gave too much last time. We're gonna get flagged on YouTube again.
What's most shocking? What do you mean? The most shocking thing? I don't know. I've had too many. I've told my favorite stories already. I've told my story about the guy in the underwear underneath his, like the lingerie underneath his suit. That was
Mhm.
amazing. I'm pretty sure I told the story about the guy that just came in for one weekend, but wanted to be referred to by everybody as Bambi's bitch. That was sensational.
Okay. I remember a guy telling me that and this was in Fort Lauderdale, and
Of course it
he
was.
told me this a long time ago that I smelled too good. He didn't want to get the next dance. His reasoning being that I smelled too good. He said he likes his girls a little smelly. I was
Oh,
like, okay, fair enough. Like I don't know
yeah.
what to say to that.
I've had a foot guy be like that. See you at the beginning of the shift and look at your feet like they're a delicious, tasty snack, but then be like, well, I'm going to wait until later because once you've danced a little bit and your feet are a little bit sweaty. Yeah.
I
They like the musk. I don't know. It's all good. Sam sang at Monroe's one night and she's lying on the stage and I went down between her legs and Jimmy Boucher was like, you're breaking the golden rule, Bambi, never go down on a stripper after 2 a.m. So any illusion of being sexy was like completely shut. I just like burst into laughter between her legs. DJs. Can't live with them, can't live without them.
oh my gosh. Okay, that was good. That was good.
I love that. I love that when the DJ is fully
Funny.
there, yes, in the moment and like right there with the best commentary that just has everybody's there and paying attention. It has everybody focused on
Mhm.
what's going on, but also the entertainers are listening and
Every time I
are
think
entertained.
of every time I think of that stage, I think of you yelling out, "Scissor!"
If you're gonna be doing a girl on girl show, it's a pet peeve of mine. Is like duos, but they don't act like they like each other. And I always I'm like, the point, it's not
Fucking
just
do it.
that, but it's like but I feel like if you're gonna go on stage, like, as a duo, as a double act, like, there's gotta
Mhm.
be a little bit of, like
Interaction. Chemistry.
yeah, for sure. I was just trying to
Oh my
help.
gosh. No, I mean, the money came flying. It worked. So,
See? I know what I'm talking about.
have sometimes guys will come up to the stage and say the craziest shit.
Mm. Yeah.
Creepy
There's
motherfucker.
always someone that comes in and wants to just be a meanie, like, wants to bully somebody or wants to make themselves feel better in that way. Strippers are not the easiest, like, unless you get an entertainer who's, like, new, like, I don't think strippers are the easiest targets, actually, and guys like that don't realize it. You have to have pretty thick skin, to continue in as a stripper. So yeah, you're like, yeah. After the initial shock, it's kind of just funny, and you're like, oh well, that's a new one. I'm
Put that one in my back
gonna
pocket.
add that. I'm gonna add that to my little book of anecdotes. Yeah.
I don't know exactly when, but it'll be during the weekdays
Okay.
because
Cool.
I'm really liking my weekends right now. So
Yeah.
between
Oh, I
that
love
and
that.
working a little bit online too, because I don't wanna my body's finally feeling good, and so I
Mhm.
don't wanna jump right into it because I know I am.
And that stage is really fun. Like,
Mhm.
it's a stage that you wanna really, yeah.
Do fun stuff on,
Mhm.
I just gotta take it slow.
Well, that's
Gone back
exciting.
online too.
On, Raven, Carly.
I on Clapper and stuff like that. I don't really wanna do anything like OnlyFans right now.
Yeah. You're into the X-rated.
No, I'm really enjoying just the website stuff
Yeah.
and getting our merch store together has been
Mhm.
fun and
Mhm.
learning the ins and outs of that. So we'll have some cool stuff out soon.
Nice. I like it like that.
Yeah, we were a lot more upbeat earlier when we could have music going, but now we're just down.
Yeah.
We're just down.
I know, it was a lot. Last night, I really enjoyed it, and I don't know, I'm happy for whoever likes the Seahawks. I'm sure it's very exciting, right?
Mhm.
I still can't really tell whether it was a good game or not. Like, I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I can watch the first half," and then but after the half, I'll be really honest, like, after the halftime show, I'm like, "Oh, okay," and then I'll go
It
and do
was
something, I'll come
not
back and I'll be like, "Are they
good. I mean,
still winning?"
it was so bad. Like
The Patriots didn't play well, did they?
I mean, when you say you basically gave them the ball, they literally were taking the ball from them and running back and scoring.
Yeah, well,
Like, it was
it
it was
is what it is. Everybody has bad days, right?
what a day to have a bad one.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens, right?
Oh, it was so bad.
Haven't they
Yeah.
they've been in more Super Bowls than any other team.
Yeah, they'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Plus the Seahawks having, like, a female owner, and I kinda like that.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that that was like, I don't know. I don't know enough about football to comment. I watched the first half, was like, "Okay, cool." Bad Bunny came on, I was like,
It was so
and then the second half, I just came in and out, and they were still winning.
my friend,
But
my son
they said something. I was thinking about what you said about innuendo and how dirty it sounds, right? I don't know what they were talking about, but someone started talking about deep throat. And I was like, how is that? Do they do it intentionally? And I'm just sitting there sniggering. And my my husband's like looking at me. I'm like, now I know what Raven was talking about. They just say dirty shit that doesn't even make sense. Like, I can't tell you what the fuck they were talking about,
Yeah.
but he did definitely said deep throat in reference to the football game. And I have no idea. I still don't know. I don't know what that means.
Plus Corey.
He doesn't even really watch that much football either.
My god.
He watches the Super Bowl if he's not working it, right? But
Yeah, it's pretty
it's
much
not. He likes hockey.
I really like the commercials usually.
I love the Super Bowl commercials, and I get excited for the Super Bowl commercials, like, that shit's so fun, and the amount of money, the amount of famous people that they have in cameos for the ads, that shit is exciting.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun. Yeah, those Super Bowl ads are like, and I liked the Pepsi ad with, Taika Waititi as the therapist. They bas they stole the polar bear from Coca-Cola. I thought that was quite funny. Yeah. All of that stuff. Melissa McCarthy
Mhm.
for Elf in the, like, telenovela. It's great. There were so many. There was, like, a Dunkin' commercial that had, like yeah, like,
He does one every year though, doesn't he?
Ben Affleck, Tom Brady, Jennifer Aniston. Who else was in it? There's a bunch of people. That's so much money on, like, a 30-second commercial. I miss one thing I will say that I miss it, and I hate that it was Karens that ruined this. I know it was. Can you remember the hot Carl's Jr. girl? Like, every year there was, like, always, like, a really hot buxom girl that would eat a burger or do so it was, like, really salacious, and she was, like
Mhm.
it was, like, who's gonna be the it was usually Carl's Jr., I think. It was, like, who's gonna be the
Yeah,
burger girl this year? Like, and it was, like that was fun. She was hot. I liked
I
that.
remember
I
that.
don't know why, like, we can't have that anymore.
Remember Paris Hilton did it?
Did she?
She did do it one year. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
great. She was in front of the car wash. I remember it. Like, I remember Maxim magazine when it was, like, at its peak.
Yeah.
You know, I still love the photo shoots.
Can you remember when she had, like, a bob? I think she
Yes.
posed for FHM, and she had, like, a really, really blonde
Mhm.
bob. She was really that was yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Is it because I'm bisexual that it doesn't bother me? Like, I don't understand, like, hot women do not offend me,
I think it's because we were raised in a society that makes women feel ashamed of being women.
right? But a lot of women who were, like, raised in this have also escaped that.
Mhm.
Like, so I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad for anybody that immediately, like, as a woman, you see another an attractive woman and you immediately hate her. I feel bad. I feel
Me
bad for
too.
that person.
There was an ad. There was it was for an underwear line, like Intimissimi. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's an
Mm-mm.
Italian underwear line. Well, they had this ad where this woman was she was topless and she was in a thong and she
Mhm,
was Cupid. And so she was shooting an arrow. So you could see the thong and you could see her whole boob on the side.
mhm.
And it just didn't like nipple and everything. And it just didn't it was just normal. But I went to the American school on the military base. So
Mhm.
on the bus, it was on the school route, and the Americans, the wives tried to have it fucking taken down.
Are you serious?
Like, it's like
But why is
it wasn't
naked
on the base.
why is it so offensive? I don't get it. Like, it's okay when, like I don't get it.
I think it's because 'cause they're raised to hate their bodies, and you should too.
I did I something I got a message one day. I posted a picture. This is when you didn't get in trouble for all kinds of bullshit on Facebook. This
Mhm,
is a long time ago, but I posted a picture from a photo shoot, and I was very thin at the time. I was, like, much slimmer than I am now, but I worked really hard, like, I was pole training, like, I think it was when I was teaching cardio pole at the gym as well as dancing, like, 3 nights a week. So, I had, you know and I was proud of my body, and I was making really good money, and I was getting a lot of, getting a lot of photo work. But, yeah, I posted this picture and, like, you're used to it was, like, the start of that whole, like, gaining a following and everything, so I
mhm.
was getting used to it, and how it worked, and I got a private message from a woman that I've never met, who's never met me. Like, she was like, "You have no idea how awful it is and how bad you make other women feel when you post something like that." And I was at the time, I was really annoyed and
Mhm.
wanted to tell her to go fuck herself, right? I'm like, "I look good. This is none of your business." You know what I mean? But, like,
Yeah.
now and I feel bad for her, kind of, but at the same time, like, it has nothing like, I don't know. I feel like
You
when I'm an
have no
80-year-old woman I feel like when I'm 80 years old, right, and I've got wrinkles all over my face and my hair is gray, my tits finally drop,
taking
like,
them around like
I
soccer
am going to
balls.
look at other women. I am gonna look at beautiful women, and I'm gonna go,
Mhm.
"She's so beautiful." Do you know what I mean? Good for her. Like, I don't it doesn't I don't know.
I think it takes work, like inner work that a lot of people haven't done yet. Because I was one of those I was like that. Like I had really bad self-esteem about the way I looked. A lot of it had to do with the relationships that I was in,
Mhm,
like, were very, uh, rough in that sense. Like, it
mhm,
was always based about how I didn't have what other girls had, and so I felt bad about myself, but once I started accepting myself and I found myself happy for other people,
mhm.
like, because someone else has something that I don't have, like, it doesn't mean that I can't have it too, or I can't like, or that I don't have it's not taking anything from me for them to
Mhm.
have something
Yeah.
like youth or some shit that I don't have or, like that youth, like
Yeah.
I'm fucking 70 old.
Money and it comes down to all of it, right? It's not just women, like, who it's it's not even like that they don't even act like they covet other women's beauty, right? It's
Mhm,
almost like they hate them for having it. It's not even like it's like they're mad at them. They don't even go, "I'm jealous." It's like,
mhm,
"I hate you because you're like this." It's 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 really weird. But people are like that towards people who work really hard and have more than them and or are really talented and have worked really hard to become really talented at something that practice, and it's like it's very easy to do nothing with your life and criticize everybody else, right?
mm.
Yeah. It's, it's really weird.
I'd say there's also that saying that no one else is responsible for the way like, your feelings.
No, nobody's responsible for your happiness, right? Yeah. And if somebody I don't know, I don't know if ever anyone's ever made me feel like there's been times in my life where I've been like, I'm in this field where the way we look is important. Um, our performance is important. And I've looked at people and I've gone, I need to improve, right?
Mhm.
Like if I'm going to continue in this, then I need to up my game. I need to
Yes.
learn more. I need to keep I need to, I'm lax, right? It's encouraged me to try harder. And I feel like
Mhm,
that's true of like people in all kinds of roles, like in business, in sports, in all kinds of things. Like if you have the right mindset, I think that people shouldn't necessarily, when you're competing with people or you're around people that excel, I think that it should inspire you to keep going,
mhm.
right?
A lot of people feel like it's too unattainable or maybe not unattainable, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the reasoning behind blaming someone that a complete stranger for how bad you feel about something about
Yeah.
yourself.
And I don't know, like, is it eh, for the longest time, and it's calmed down now, um, but the body positivity thing became really toxic for a while. Like, any woman that was perceived to have, like, the ideal, like, the ideal, like, Western look, right? Like,
Mhm,
skinny women with nice boobs, like, small, like, petite women were suddenly really dragged, like, by other women, like, there'd be women in, like, lingerie ads or makeup ads, and it'd be like, why don't you post real women? Stop posting these fake bitches." It's like, she's a real woman, like, it was like it got really nasty, like,
Yeah,
and while I understand inclusion, like, you don't have to shit on that in order to
but
for
yeah.
this, you know what I mean? Like, she is beautiful. It doesn't mean that this isn't also beautiful and deserves space, but you don't have to then turn around, it's not her fault, right?
There you go. Yes,
Like,
that's exactly it. I
"Come
do
on
remember
over,
that.
it's all right, let's all come over to this side and all just get to know each other. It's gonna be okay,
We're
ladies."
girls, girls.
Yeah, it got kinda nasty, and that was the start of it, I guess. Like, "You make us feel bad, we hate you," and I don't necessarily know if it's true. Like, did the women that, um, embodied that look that everyone perceived as unattainable, um, and it is unattainable for some people, but,
You
like,
can't change your genetics or health, like, health what am I talking about? Or things about your body that you can't really change anything but your healthy body composition and on your own unless you're gonna do surgery, and
yeah,
that's a
unless you've
whole
got
other
lots of
thing,
money.
and, like, a lot of that stuff is just you can only do your own best.
Mhm. I remember when I was, like, 18 and I was 18, I did, like, video shoot for, I don't know, like it was an advertisement, like a private company, like a corporation was advertising something, I can't remember, it was I think it was something for it wasn't strippery at all, it was like
Mhm.
education. I think it was for private schools because it was New Zealand has, like at the time, New Zealand was very considered one of the safest places in the world, and it had this really good education system, so a lot of wealthy people would send their kids to New Zealand to
Diplomats.
like, special private schools, yeah. And so it was like there was an ad. They created an ad with a bunch of, like, you know, college-aged, women, and I was there on set, and then one of the ladies who was coordinating it, and she spent the entire time talking to one of the guys in the car on the way there about her Atkins diet and everything, so it was clearly very much on her mind, like,
Mhm.
she was trying to lose weight. And this guy who's there, like, helping film is, like, trying to be supportive and everything, and there's a bunch of 18-year-old girls, and none of us can really relate with that. None of us have had kids or, we're all just we've been picked for our look, you
Yeah.
know? And I pulled out a bag of Maltesers at lunchtime. It was a big family-sized bag of Maltesers, and I'm eating them, and she was like, "You just wait. You just wait until you have kids, and it's gonna ruin your metabolism, and you're never gonna look like this ever again." You're not gonna be able to eat Maltesers. But it was like it was so spiteful. And I'm like, no, I don't know,
No.
like, at the time, I was like, "You fucking weirdo." But I just kept eating Maltesers. And I
You can't have
but,
any.
like but, like, at one point, like, now I think about it and I still think, "Well, that was a little bit weird." Do you know what I mean? Like
There are a lot of people that have come up and around me and to people that we both know and said
Mhm.
just off the wall comments about just wait until you have kids. It's like, well, we have kids, or just wait
Yeah.
until you're 30. You're like, well, we're 40, and
Yeah.
it's how about just be happy for someone else, or just mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, just stop being so spiteful, like, "Yeah, one of these days, it's not gonna be that easy for you." Like, "Well, I'm sorry that that's something that you're waiting around for, like, that you're waiting for other people to be as unhappy as you." That's really sad.
Pretty
Instead
much.
of worrying about that, why don't you try and bring yourself up to be as happy as they seem to be? 'Cause I guarantee you that they're not. Like, everybody's got their own fucking problems, right? And we've all
Hmm.
got our own dramas, and, like, inside as much as that woman on the internet is accusing me of, like, making everybody feel like shit, I didn't even particularly feel that good about myself. I was so hard on myself in my 20s, like, it
Hmm.
was so much pressure I felt, and now fucking don't give a shit. Like, but at the time, it was like, this is how we have to look, but it was possible for me. I just would never have, in my own struggles, wished a worse struggle on somebody else because I was struggling, right? Like, we were all in it. We
Yeah.
were all having to
Yes,
live up to
that.
really difficult
That.
we were all living up to trying to live up to difficult, like, we were all having body image issues. We were being like, we were raised in the 90s. Yeah,
It was so bad.
it was
So
really
fucking
bad.
bad.
Like, the
But I never
America's Next Top Model, the plus size girl is the same size. She was the same size as me now. Like, what?
or the plus size swimsuit, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition,
Oh
and it was, like,
god.
plus size models who were
Yeah.
women with us.
Yeah, not women that weren't starving themselves. Yeah, it's so yeah, I get it. But like I just never I do understand like I feel like the positivity movement had to happen. I just wish that it didn't happen like in the way that it did with other women tearing the women that had reached those, that fitted into
Yeah.
that very specific. There was a very narrow view of beauty, right? And the women in that little narrow view, they were beautiful,
Mhm.
and it's not their fault, right? And, like, they got torn to shreds by a whole generation of women who were mad because they didn't look that way. It wasn't it's like, "Well, that's her fault because she's perpetuating it, she's making us feel bad." I'm like, "No, she's the look that society and the patriarchy and this particular corporation is looking for to sell their product.
And it's
It's
not like we
actually
don't have
not her fault. She wants to work."
enough, like, writing against us just because we're women. Let's just find
Yeah,
reasons to
yeah, 'cause it's hard, like, it's really difficult, and there's so much pressure anyway without somebody once you actually reach reach whatever it is that you're trying to achieve for someone to turn around and say that you're a piece of shit for it.
for it.
Right, right.
Have to cut that or not. Um, I was
No,
gonna bring
leave it.
something up about oh my god, where did I go with that? I'm gonna have to cycle back to it about body shaming. It wasn't about body shaming.
It's still happening now. Like, one of my favorite influencers, I can't remember, it's Natasha someone, she's in Miami. She's so hot. The, like, lashes and the booty and the dark hair, and she's beautiful. But she was talking about it today. She's like, how 2 women made videos about her, and she said a bunch of guys make videos about her all the time, but, like,
Mhm.
women bringing her down because she gets surgery and does stuff, and how why is she bothering because she's not a stripper or she's not a sex worker. So and her lips and everything that she does, that's the only thing that she's good for if she's gonna do that type of stuff. And she's like, "Girls, come over here. You're all
Nice.
the way on that side." And it made me laugh, and but that's kind of it, right? Like, "Babe, like, is it is it fun over there? Like, do you
We
feel
don't
is it
think we're better than you because
no,
we
is
have
it
something
are
quality
you
that is more
happy?"
marketable
Yeah.
or you
Are
find
you
more desirable. Because trust me, we hate ourselves too. Just
do you
kidding,
feel
just kidding.
well, do you feel more validation when you put down the women that might actually be your sisters and be your support so that you can get the like, the validation from a dude that is probably
Personally,
gonna turn on you?
when I was feeling really judgy like that and jealous, it was literally because I was jealous and I knew that they had something that the person I was with wanted that I didn't have. So it had nothing to
Mhm,
do with them. Like,
mhm, mhm,
I recognize that.
mhm.
I was intensely jealous, and I was like I said, I was with someone that went out of their way to make sure that I felt that way and,
Yeah.
like, validated that feeling for me, so and I was also younger, but I do remember that feeling and why I felt that way and why I was like, "Oh, well, she's got fake tits and she's got this and that.
I
It's a
remember
shame."
being angry. I remember being angry with other girls because they was like we didn't say that pick me wasn't a thing back
Mhm,
then, right? But there was like a time when yeah, I was a lot more judgmental, but not in the same way. Like I remember there was a girl who was not she was not a stripper, but she was like a girl about town. She was pretty well known. She used to do modeling and stuff, and she wore clear heels to the club one night. That annoyed me. She was just always like and I remember thinking, I'm like, "You're not a stripper, stop wearing those." And then girls who were too like girls who wanted too much attention
mhm.
from men, and I felt like they were trying too hard, that would
Yes,
annoy me, right?
that same. Yeah,
Yeah, like they're trying to
but
say they're trying to, you know, they just wanted attention, and I realize that now that it's like they probably had not didn't get very much positive attention growing up. They've come out young and they realize that no, they realize that
no, you're right.
sexual attention is still attention. And I know that I was like that when I was like
Yeah, that was me.
15, 16. Yeah. But when like I by the time I was 18, do you know what I mean? I had like
Mhm.
a lot of guy friends. I'd gotten over it and I would see that in other women. I'd just be like, oh, grow up. But like even then, like, you've got to get over it. I think even then I was a little bit whorephobic, like even as a
Yeah,
stripper. Like I'm ashamed of it now. But like if anybody would like suggest that I was more than what I was doing, I'd get really offended. Like I'm not a whore. Do you know what I mean? That's not, and I'd get very, like somehow think that I would feel bad. I'd had friends that did full service sex work, but I would feel
uh-huh.
bad for them. And then it wasn't until like I talked to a friend of mine, we were super wasted one day. It was like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and we're like hugging and she was like, she brought it up. She was like, I couldn't do what you do. And I was like, I couldn't do what you do. I couldn't do what you do. And there was like an epiphany, right? Like she was like, I can't, you get naked in front of like 200 guys and you dance and then you have to convince guys to pay for your time, but you're not going to fuck them. So the whole time it's this weird psychological game. I'm like, yeah, I like the game. She's like, I don't. A guy sees me, he wants to fuck. I know how much I'm going to charge him. The deal is done. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm doing. That's it. He pays. I give it to him. He leaves. Done. I'm like, okay. And people are
Mhm.
different. And that really helped me. I think, I don't know, I was like 18 or 19 at the time. And that really helped me get over it. And it just still took me a while in my
I think
even saying it is not the
mhm,
same as believing it, right? And being politically correct and having to go through the motions of being like, there's nothing wrong with this, there's nothing wrong with it. But in my brain, I'm still like, and yeah,
mhm.
you finally get over it. That's not to say that I think it's okay to do full service sex work in a club, because it's not.
No.
That's not fair. Off with that shit.
Discussing it where it's legal,
Right. But it's fine to go be
dedicated
doing it.
space.
There is a time and a place, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
That
And so
makes
I guess
sense.
that's kind of it's my own thing with, like, yeah, how I
I think
felt
for
about
me, I
other
had
women.
to meet and get to know other women that were when I came into the industry, especially,
Mhm.
they were just always the women that I connected with, so
Mhm.
that just kind of came easily, and occupation just kind of comes second.
Mhm.
But,
Mhm.
we know porn stars, we know,
Mhm.
full service sex workers, we know strippers, we know retired everything. True. That, all of it,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
umbrella.
Yeah.
And I know from the outside looking in, it's really popular to think that, like, at the strip club, all the strippers are at each other, but
Oh, yeah, people get excited. They'll ask, and it's not so common anymore, but, like, I remember when I first started and, like, 5 or 6 years into it, guys would be like, "So, how's it? What's it like backstage? Like, do all the girls, like, hate each other? Is it like a cat fight every night?" I'm like, "You guys perpetuate, like," and that's where it came from, that you motherfuckers want us to hate each other. That's where it
I
came
knew
from.
guys there was a regular who would now mind you, the club I'm talking about,
Mhm.
we didn't have locks on we didn't even lock our lockers, like, we trusted each
Mhm.
other,
Mhm.
and there were regulars who would just literally come in and get shit started, like,
Mhm.
between the bartenders and the dancers and the new girl that he's spending all the money on because I was that new girl at that time. Until one of the girls came to me and she's like, "Listen, this is what's happening. This guy loves to stir shit up." And of course,
Yeah.
I'm hearing him out because he's spending $3,000 on me every time I walk into the club. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
hear her out for whatever the fuck he's talking about. And I didn't realize it, but eventually apologized and everything was squashed. But I was not aware of how common that is
Oh, yeah.
because
It's like
the girls are usually so chill.
yeah, but when money gets involved and a customer comes in, and I've seen it happen so many times, like, if you just step back a little bit and especially with younger dancers, like guys who have not they peaked in high school, I think, is what it is, right? And they they're usually quite a bit older, and they usually like the girls that are younger than 25. And they will pit those they'll have a couple of favorites and they'll pit them against each other. And they will tell, like, if they think they can get away with it, they'll tell one girl that the other one did this and was doing this and said this about her. And if those entertainers don't take a step back, they can get really angry. It can get really dramatic really fast because they think that that entertainer is fucking with their money. And some girls, don't get me wrong, some girls are actually that devious, but
Yeah.
a lot of the time it's the customer who's perpetuating
Mhm.
that. He wants to be fought over. Yeah.
Anyways, so you have anything coming up? Anything fun coming up, like Barbie
Just
related?
Go-Go and Opal. Oh my god, Barbie, yeah. Okay, so Fort Lauderdale, the Barbie convention is happening, and Lauren Lotus messaged me. She's like, "We have to go. Tell me we can go. Tell me we can go." I'm like, "Okay, yes, we can go." But you realize that it's gonna be like a lot of families. Like, she's like, "I've got PG clothes." Like, okay. I'm like, just it's not even that. I wasn't saying we're gonna go like naked Barbies. I'm like, I know we can go and behave ourselves. I'm just warning you, like, there's gonna be a lot of kids there, and that might be annoying. But yeah.
She likes kids.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I did go to the museum. So, my kid's taller than me at this point,
Mhm.
but, we went up to Chicago, to the museum, and there were kids there on field trips.
Yeah.
Like, even my kid was just like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is happening?"
Teachers should be paid more.
A lot of it was parents too that were bringing their kids in and just letting them run through. There was one hallway that was like an acoustic hallway, and this kid goes through fucking screeching,
Yeah.
and the parents were just like, I
Yeah.
wanted to
We're not
fucking
at
scream,
home
like,
right now. We're in a
"Holy
public place.
shit."
Yeah. I hate that. Have you ever been a feature and they've booked you in a hotel room and it's usually like a Hilton or sometimes it's a Marriott, right? And there's like a sports team, like a school
Mhm.
event that is happening, and there'll be like a bunch of school kids there who are all jacked up on sugar and are really excited because they've got some really special event, and you're trying to sleep during the day, and they are just like
running through the hallways, yep.
screaming, yelling, fucking, oh my God. I don't know what is what. I've had that a couple of times, and then there was one other time that I was in Columbus and I was staying in a hotel that did not meet the requirements of my contract, right? But there was nowhere else for me to stay. And so I had to put up with it, and it was basically it was like an extended stay, but it
Mhm.
was not a nice extended stay. And the people next door to me, how do I put it? They were feral crackers. They were feral,
Oh.
cracky crackers, and they had a pit bull in their room, and I went to the club every night and would come back, and I would try and sleep, and I would have I had, like, promo and stuff to do during the day. It was one of those ones. There was, like,
Mm.
I think it was a charity golf thing or something during the day that I had to go to. So I'm trying to get to sleep, and they decided at, like, 4 o'clock in the morning that they were gonna have a no holds barred knockout, like, fight, like, screaming, like only crackies can have a fight like this, right? Throwing shit, and they don't get tired, and then the dog's getting involved, and it was like, I don't even know, and the hotel didn't wanna do
Mhm.
anything about it because they're only getting, like, 3 nights out of me. Those people stay permanently, and they don't give a fuck. They don't care, they don't wanna deal with the drama, and, yeah, I couldn't they wouldn't move me rooms. It was the worst. And then, of course, because I complained and I would pull up at, like, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning is when I would finish, and I would see the guy, like, smoking out the window just watching me come in.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god. But, yeah, it would start. They did it. It was really bad. I don't know whether that's worse. At least when you're in, like, a Hilton, like, the bed's nice. But no, screaming children is bad. It's like
Yeah.
and they don't stop. They don't it's and yeah, you're right. The parents don't care because 'cause they're not at home.
That blows my mind. Cause I remember my son, he had some sensitivities to lights and sounds, and
Mhm.
so I kinda limited that once I realized what was going on, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how people can just
But they
let it
don't
run
do it
free that way.
they can't be doing that at home. They can't just let that happen. Like, how are they still sane? It's gotta be because they don't give a shit because they're away, and it's somebody else's problem now.
"Hey, baby. My pussy came to say hello."
I wanna see your pussy, show it to me. I wanna see your pussy, show it to me. Hi. Hey, Fluffy. Oh, you're so
Who's
fluffy. My catty's
purring?
not fluffy at all. He's Nicky Kitty.
Such a pretty
Yes.
girl. She wanna
You're
start
so pretty. Yes.
purring.
You're a pretty girl.
Well, I'll let you go.
Okay. So you're gonna
I
come
love
to the
you.
Barbie thing in March?
Let me look at what's going on. End of March. Maybe, maybe. 'Cause my birthday's early April.
Yeah. Come to the Barbie thing.
Let's go
We'll
to
get
the
a
Barbie show, Barbie
what?
convention. Yeah.
Yeah, we get a
Okay.
house. That would be better than a hotel, right? If we get an Airbnb, because there's lots of Airbnbs in Fort Lauderdale if we get it for 3 days. Mhm.
I like that idea. My cat's eyes just fucking roll to the back of her head.
I didn't see. I
Like
was
her
getting
side
distracted.
ones just close. Alright, I love you. Good night. No.
Most creators don't lose income because of talent. They lose it because they build on platforms they don't own. Automate Horizon builds creator-owned systems, websites, merch, bookings, and automation designed to survive bans and platform changes. Because you know that happens like weekly now, right?
Oh, yeah. No. Even if you're verified.
Built by real creators, used by me, used by Raven, used by us, and designed for long-term control. So get online, visit automatehorizon.com and use the code word trashy for 10% off and start getting control of your content. Mwah.